And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our second bout of the evening. Introducing first, making her way to the cage, representing the pink team, Natasha Rattlesnake Rodriguez.
My opponent, who is she? I don't know.
Natasha came into the league kind of lucky. She won a contest, and that's nice, but did she fight her way up to the top? I don't think so.
Naturally, being the first overall draft pick, Natasha's got to be feeling some sort of pressure. Not only was she the first overall pick, she was also the first pick in LFC history.
Being the first girl to be picked overall does put some pressure, especially coming in with, fighting against Jessie El Toro Santos. Is like,
she looks like a tough little whippersnapper, maybe from the streets, maybe, had that childhood that, you kind of had to fend for yourself type of thing. I know she came from Mexico, but I don't really know much about her. I know she's not really done any fights. I know that she's been training.
Anybody can train MMA nowadays, but until you get in that cage and actually have some fight experience, it can go either way.
Let's meet her opponent. This is Jessie El Toro Santos. Come to us with an 8-3 record, fighting out of El Paso, Texas. A huge height differential here, 5 feet 10 inches tall for the powerhouse wrestler.
What is she doing right now?
I have no complaints with what it is. I don't know.
Jessie Santos is one of our biggest fighters, and she is a very, very strong competitor.
She's 5 foot 10 inches tall and just a beast to be around. That's why they call her the Toro, right? She's the bull.
She's not a big girl, but she's very tall and she's very strong.
And I've gone against Jessie before, and I know what that's like. It's tough.
I honestly think Maxine has it out for me, because she put my first draft pick up against somebody who's as accomplished as Jessie Santos.
Do they want to make a fool out of her? Or does this little girl have some kind of ninja skills that we haven't seen yet, and then they're gonna just put me in a surprise? What?
I know that everyone expected me to put the two draft picks together to fight each other, but I really felt like at the last minute I should change some stuff up, just because I feel like Jessie is a way better match to take out Natasha.
Now all of a sudden I'm fighting like this, Amazon chick, and I feel like I'm kind of set up.
Touch gloves now, forever hold your peace. Let's go.
So it is Natasha Rattlesnake Rodriguez in the, well, they're both wearing black lingerie, so I'm going to go with the red underwear there, and it is Jessie El Toro Santos in the thong, even better.
It is not difficult to go into a fight when the crowd's more for this other side, because their team is cutie patootie. Frankly, it makes no difference to me, because I'm going to do what I'm going to do out there. If the crowd doesn't like me, they will like me afterwards.
It was hard to watch. I mean, right off the bat, I knew she was in trouble facing Jessie.
Santos now looking for the rear naked choke already. Both hooks are in. Whoa! Look at the amazing display of athleticism.
I have been working really hard since the last fight in LFC 20.
Santos looking for that guillotine choke briefly, doesn't have it. Now it's Rodriguez with her left arm around the neck.
Oh my goodness.
Wow!
I think that she really used her height advantage in that fight. At one point she picked her up and just like slammed her down, and it was unreal, and the crowd just went crazy.
What would I do if I was dealing with 5'4", insert LFC fighter's name here? Well, I pick her up and drop her on her head. That's what I do, and that's what I tell Jessie to do. Finish this match, finish her up!
She came in strong, and, I give it 110%.
Come on!
Rodriguez has been doing very well early. Had a moment of advantage there in mount, but now she's the one stuck on bottom. This is a bad position to be.
Come on!
Between rounds, we really just took it as regrouping, breathing, and just reaffirming what she's doing well and how she can keep doing that to win the match.
How you feeling, girl? Feeling good? Have some water. That was a great start. Great start. You broke through everything she had. Watch her reach, though. She's got incredible reach.
She was sweating a lot. She was drinking water. She was trying to stay in it. And I think that, being the fact that it was her first match, her cardio wasn't up to the level of Jessie's.
Oh, okay, my bad. She can't use this? Come on. Things.
Even though she might be a little inexperienced, she was strong, she was tough, her little squirmy snake-like ways really made it difficult because kind of like you don't know what the heck's going on.
But it's Rodriguez that ducks in and does get the takedown. Now in top position once again.
I use some of the things, that I've learned in Taekwondo, like with my kicks, and I know I'm small, but being strong really helps.
Referee Cesar Lascano watching closely, making sure there isn't any of those dirty tactics that El Toro's been known for. Rodriguez in top position, working from her opponent's guard. The quick move to the armbar and omoplata. Look at this, incredible transition for El Toro. Tense moments here, but Rattlesnake Rodriguez rolls through it. Excellent defense.
Natasha had a lot of wardrobe problems in her fight. Things were falling out all over the place.
I think that Natasha now knows that she needs to pick lingerie that will not just fall apart so easily.
I definitely don't think it was intentional. It was definitely accidental. It's her first fight.
El Toro now raining down punches from top position. Rodriguez has got to move or this fight's going to be stopped. And she does. Incredible sweep to the top.
She's quite a grappler, right?
Incredible technique, incredible heart. Really impressed with Rattlesnake Rodriguez. Been in a couple positions where she could easily give up. Instead, she survives again to the bell.
Obviously, we didn't even really talk about the wardrobe malfunction. She tightened herself up a little bit between the rounds, but her focus was solely on the bout and on winning that match.
Guard, you gotta pass that guard. You gotta circle your hips up, push your legs down. Okay? Shit, that was really fast.
She was a bit flustered between rounds.
Third and final round.
I think what Natasha did really well in that match was just sticking in there.
Once again, it is El Toro who dives in for the immediate takedown. This has been her bread and butter all night long. She's been dominant in this position, working from her opponent's guard, grinding away with punches from the top.
I could feel myself and all the training that I've done be implemented, and I'm proud of that.
Natasha came back to the dressing room. She could hardly breathe. We were about ready to call the paramedics. They fought their hearts out, and it was a very exciting fight.
El Toro Santos trying to break open the guard. Has to be careful not to leave that left arm behind as she turns and looks to break the guard. The referee Cesar Lascano stepping in, calling timeout.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Stoppages in the fight because of your wardrobe are, they're putting a damper on the fight. They slow the momentum down. It's really not appropriate, and it needs to stop because we're there to put on a really good show, and everything needs to go smoothly.
We're going to restart the fight back on the floor. It looks like El Toro Santos is not interested in waiting for Rattlesnake Rodriguez to decide how she wants to be in the position on the floor.
What is that thing?
A little bit of talking going on between the two.
I think Natasha realized that she was having a bit of trouble in the match, and she went to do what she could to throw Jessie off. And I think it was a really great idea of her just to start giving her some vulgar gestures.
Is this fighting or what is this? Come on, ladies, beat ladies here.
Anything that you can do to get your opponent off balance, I'm all for it.
Frustrated Natasha Rattlesnake Rodriguez just trying to do anything to turn the tide of this fight. But Santos catches the kick and puts the fight on the ground back in familiar territory.
She's stuck in there for the whole 3 rounds. She brought it to a decision, and anything can happen when it goes to the judges' scorecards.
We have a split decision. Scoring this match 30-26 in favor of Natasha is Jamie Biggs. Nope. Scoring 27-30 in favor of Jessie El Toro is Chris Jones. And Josh Brown scores this 27-30 in favor of your winner, Jessie El Toro Santos!
I'm still proud of her. I still think she did a hell of a job.
It was a tough fight. She's a really good opponent, so it was definitely a challenge.
Text knockout to 25283 for 30 finasteride pills.
Hey, it's okay. Calm down. You can't let what others say bring you down. Yeah, because it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And the day's gonna come when you get bigger and you show them who's boss. Until then, hang in there. You got this, little buddy.
Text knockout to 25283 for 4 genuine ED pills.
Serena, how you doing?
Good.
I want to introduce you to Leon. This is my assistant coach. Leon, this is Serena.
Hey.
Very nice to meet you. She had a really good fight last time. She's got a few things to work on. You know what that is?
That killer instinct.
Yeah. A lot of people say that a killer instinct is something that is born into you and it's something that you cannot learn. I don't fully agree with that.
Joel taught me a lot of like my main moves, the ones that I really wanted to concentrate and perfect, like the arm bar.
And?
Arm bar.
The arm bar. Previously, Serena Kyle, she really worked on her Kimura. That was her move. And I thought this time, let's try to focus on something else. And we got her working on doing the arm bar and different ways to slide into.
Boom.
He was very inspirational, which is a really good thing to look for in a coach because you need that person that's gonna keep you inspired to do what you're doing.
What are you gonna do? You gonna quit? Oh, hairs in your eyes. Did you get your makeup done? Did you get your eyelashes done? How about your nails?
Well, I don't really think that people understand how hard we in LFC actually do train.
Past that burning point in your fight when you're all blown up and your legs are burning and you think you got nothing left, you gotta have something left. That's why we're doing this. No quit.
Johnny Destruction is an amazing coach. I really enjoyed our training sessions. He was really thorough, really good with explaining, really good at demonstrating, making sure I understood everything clearly. He made sure to work in with my jiu-jitsu background and help me train in that as well. So he's very well.
Text knockout to 25283 for 30 finasteride pills. Text knockout to 25283 for 20 generic Viagra pills for $29.
It was like a half an hour before the fight and I really felt my stomach just go into knots and I needed to do something right now to calm myself down, and everybody else was getting ready and busy, so I just grabbed my longboard and I went out to the parking lot and I did like a bunch of laps. Like, I can't believe how much of a difference one single thing can make in your life. It took the pressure right off. I felt like I could breathe again.
Introducing first, representing the pink team, please welcome Serena Honey Punch Kyle.
When you're standing in that ring and there's all these crazy lights shining on you and there's just so much pressure. Like, when I used to take tests in school, I used to throw up before them because I just feel a lot of pressure on myself to be the best that I can be, and I want to be the best.
You know, I'm really not worried about Serena Kyle. That's why I put her up against a new fighter, Danielle.
I don't see a fighter in her at all. And she's my teammate, I'm saying that, and that's horrible, but I don't see her as a fighter at all.
Serena's like pretty soft, and I think it'll be okay.
Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Danielle Cowbell St. Pierre.
I've always loved MMA, always been fascinated by martial arts. I started training a little while ago, so we train 3 nights a week.
Is that a 6-pack I see?
That is a 6-pack, maybe an 8-pack there. There's all kinds of stuff working there.
The frame on her and the athleticism is out of this world.
She was a draft pick, so she was also one of the girls that hadn't worked her way up to get here. They just kind of pulled her out of thin air and said, here you go, this is who you're fighting.
Danielle, she's gonna have to earn my respect because she was drafted.
She's definitely gonna have to prove herself since she's here now, but if she does, I don't have a lot of respect for how she got there.
You know, I respect any way, I mean, unless you hump your way to the top.
Even though she was a draft pick, you know, I did my homework. I did my research because I didn't know what team she was going to. Then I realized that Mike Modest drafted her for the black team.
She's actually related to George St. Pierre, so I don't know where we could go wrong there.
Elbows and knees, I can't wait to see what she can do.
Toss gloves now, forever hold your peace.
When I seen her, I was a lot less intimidated because she's so skinny. She looks like you could just blow her over.
We'll see if recovering from injury provides an issue for Serena Kyle. The height differential is going to be something she has to deal with as well. You can see it right away.
The first round was super intense. I was a little bit scared, and she's got so much more reach than me.
Danielle St. Pierre using the long frame, now pushing things against the cage.
Danielle definitely, asserted her size advantage and her experience advantage when she rammed Serena into the cage. Serena was a little hesitant at first.
Wow. Was that a smack?
That was.
When we were in the first round, I spanked Danielle, and honestly, I was just kind of caught up in the moment.
There was that slap right there. I think it infuriated Danielle St. Pierre.
I have mixed feelings about it. On the one hand, it's exciting, it's fun, but on the other hand, it's not very tactical.
When I spanked Danielle, it probably wasn't the smartest move. It definitely worked at pissing her off.
Serena Kyle escaped from the cage, moving back. St. Pierre puts her right back up against the fence. Did not appreciate that smack.
You don't want to make your opponent so pissed off that they're going to lose it and go crazy on you.
Actually, yeah, going there for that single leg from the cage. Wow, St. Pierre grabbed onto the fence, still got taken down. Excellent work there from Serena Kyle, who now sets up in top position. Big right hands to the body.
And I tried to keep her on the ground because I feel like I'm a lot stronger than she is.
I'm gonna have to work on some takedown defense, I think.
You see St. Pierre working that jiu-jitsu underneath. You see right away the skills that she brings. Overhooking there on the left arm, holding things tight as she's looking for options from her back.
You know where Kyle messed up? She should have did my move, the booby trap.
Helen, if I'm being honest, I don't know if she has the same tools to pull off that maneuver.
She protected herself. She took advantage of the opportunities that were given to her.
Like for me, I had to really give myself that space, and when I struck, I had to do it really fast.
I think she's going to do everything she can to stay on her feet from this point on. She got a little taste of the jiu-jitsu, and I don't think she wants any more. But right as I say that, St. Pierre catches the kick and takes the fight to the floor. And this time, she's in top position as well, an even more dominant spot. Punching away there is St. Pierre. Now it's Kyle working from her back, seeing if she can find any options there.
Protect yourself. There you go.
Joel was actually the only person I could hear on the sidelines.
Come on, Serena. There you go, girl. There you go. Reset. Reset.
I heard him just, be quick like a bee. I thought that was pretty funny.
I'm surprised she's not aiming for Kyle's knee.
Yeah, right now she hasn't been. You see the knee brace. I mean, everybody's a good sport here, you hope, but if you think there's a potential, you think you'd go for it. And another beautiful trip takedown there from Danielle St. Pierre. Really loving her clinch work and her grappling abilities, and she's back on top again. As you said, Helen, the jiu-jitsu game, she is showing it right away in this fight.
I know that there was blood drawn during that fight.
So the first round ends, and I get Serena over to the stool, get her sitting down, I get the bucket ready. I say, get ready to give her some water.
Bring your legs up. Helps cool down, trust me. No, don't put it in. What are you doing? Who does that?
I have no idea what I was thinking. I took a swig of the water and then I stuck both of my feet inside of the bucket. And it was filled with other girls' spit.
And it literally was a bucket full of spit because Natasha just spat like 3 rounds in that bucket. Like I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do at this point because I've never ever seen a fighter do this in my entire life.
And so I took my feet, my bare feet, out of the bucket, and they were soaking wet. So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be slipping all over the mat. So I was like, Joel, I'm sorry. And I had to wipe my feet off on his jeans.
Ready to go? Yeah. You have to be.
All right, she's standing up, seems to be okay. Again, Helen, we don't know that there's anything wrong there, but it did seem to be everybody was paying a little bit too much attention to that knee.
I agree with you, John. I wonder how this will affect her confidence for the second round.
All right, we'll see. Round 2 about to get underway here. Again, it's Serena Kyle Honey Punch in the pink, Danielle St. Pierre, the cowbell. She's in the black. She had a fantastic opening round. Serena Kyle still got a smile on her face, and she's coming out looking to start with a bang here in round 2. Still moving okay. Does not want to get in the clinch here. Grabs the Muay Thai clinch, and a beautiful toss to the floor. Incredible technique. St. Pierre is putting it on tonight.
I had done a lot more training this time than I did the first fight that I had, so I was, I'd say, 95% more confident than I was in the last fight.
Beautiful sweep, and now it's Serena Kyle in mount.
Seeing her in this match, seeing her fight, and seeing her as strong as she was and take advantage and listen to her coach, which is something that a lot of them don't do all the time.
She's looking to set up the armbar right now. Is it possible that Serena Kyle could set it up? Oh, rolls out to the side.
Wow.
Serena in a fantastic position here, but does she have the killer instinct? She has been here before and lost these positions, hesitated.
This fight, I was ready to do anything I had to win.
But she's going right back to it. Incredible, stuck with it and got the finish.
I showed Serena how to overcome those fears, how to look past the care that she had for her opponent to land that armbar.
I'm so proud of Honey Punch for finally being a little meaner and actually going for it.
It looked like she hesitated for a second, but at the last second, she grabbed it and did what old coach Leon Hader told her to do, pulled back, and that was it.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, 6 seconds into round number 2. Here is your winner by submission, Serena Honey Punch Kyle!
This is it. Let's get this show